Good morning, everybody. You may please join us for the tea coffee, which is served in the corridor on this side of the hall. Thank you.
Prospered from the 1850s, when large managing agency houses...
Hello. Good morning, everybody. You are requested to please take your seats. The Honorable Minister is very near our chamber. You are please requested to take your seats. Thank you.
The Bengal Chamber has played a supportive role to the development of infrastructural services, railways,
The Honorable Minister has arrived and we will now commence our AGM. Thank you. Good morning, everybody. Welcome you all to the Annual General Meeting 2016 of the Bengal Chamber of Commerce and Industry. We'd introduce you to Ms. Rita Bhimani, our Master of Ceremonies, who has been associated with the Bengal Chamber for 4 decades and is an honorary member of the Chamber. She is one of the most established names in the field of corporate public relations, an author of several books on public relations, an educator, and a versatile columnist. She runs her own PR consultancy company. I now request Ms. Bhimani to anchor the proceedings. Ms. Bhimani, please.
A very good morning to all of you present here for the AGM of the Bengal Chamber of Commerce and Industry. We are privileged to have in our midst our Honorable Minister in Charge, Commerce and Industries, Finance and Excise, Industrial Reconstruction and Public Enterprises, Government of West Bengal, Dr. Amit Mitra. We also have with us on the dais Mr. Craig Hall, Consul General of the United States of America, Mr. Ambarish Dasgupta, President, Mr. Shrutanu Ghosh, President-Designate, Mr. Shubhadeep Ghosh, Director General. We are also pleased to welcome in the audience the past presidents, managing committee members, other seniors, the distinguished members of the Consular Corps, and the media right here. In fact, to all our non-English-speaking members of the Consular Corps, may I say Guten Tag, Bonjour, Sawadika, and of course, Shuprabhat, Namaskar, Namaste. Let's start the morning inspirationally with the Tagore song, Akash Bhara Surjo Tara, rendered by young Shubhadeep Roy Chaudhary. Just to catch the essence of the lyrics, may we say that the poet expresses his wonder and amazement in finding a universe so full of life, where the gifts of gladness and joy are strewn all around. So let us hear Akash Bhara Surjo Tara.
Akash Bhara Surjo Tara Vishnu Bhara Tahari Majhan জাগিয়া বিশ্বভরা
Thank you, Shubhadeep. We would now like to bring you the activities of the Chamber for 2015-16 through an audiovisual presentation. Perhaps this would be the best way to get a macro view. So we go on to the year that was.
When the Bengal Chamber commenced the year on 10th September 2015, our first task was to align our activities with those of the Government of West Bengal, focusing on inclusive development.
When I started my tenure as the President of the Bengal Chamber on 9th of September 2015, along with the management committee that was constituted on that day of AGM, all of us sat together and decided on few of our objectives for the year starting from September 2015 ending into October or September 2016. The primary objective that we thought about or we fixed was that we will be working towards the growth of Bengal.
A most important value add was meeting the heads of various departments of the state government and authoring relevant research reports, both for the purposes of awareness and also with objectives towards advocacy and enabling developmental work. In addition, we helmed a number of areas from incentives to skills to to showcasing the City of Analytics at Kalyani, ideated by the Bengal Chamber at the Bengal Global Business Summit 2016. We believe that as an engaged and relevant organization with deep community connects, our mobile app for hailing yellow, blue and white taxis by just a click on the phone has been a milestone for both commuters and the taxi owners and drivers. In the realm of agriculture, we have taken up a pilot project of rural development in Shantiniketan focused on farming techniques and practices and connecting farmers with direct marketing platforms. This was interspersed with relevant and timely farmer-focused seminars on potato exports. True to our objectives, our tryst with healthcare has spanned initiatives ranging from a public-focused blood donation camp and a wellness expo to partnering the National Institute of Cholera and Enteric Diseases in their proposed research on the incidence of hepatitis C. To leverage the tremendous business importance of North Bengal as a gateway to the Northeast and Southeast Asia, the Bengal Chamber has opened its Shiliguri chapter. Our study on the industrial and economic prospects of North Bengal was released by the Honorable Chief Minister in January 2016. The overarching focus has been the continued thrust towards bringing new markets and overseas partners to work with business and industry in the state. This has been reflected in two high-impact delegations to Myanmar and Italy, including a first-ever visit by an Indian business delegation to San Marino, one of the richest economies in the world. There was also a sectoral focus with our travel and tourism delegation to Thimphu, Bhutan. For the first time, an interactive session with Russian businesses conducted over video conferencing was held, along with sessions for B2B Connect with Gulf countries and Thailand. The Bengal Chamber was also the co-organizer and host for the most prestigious Select USA Roadshow held for the first time in Kolkata. The core areas of activity for the Chamber in the context of budget analysis, taxation and programs in the areas of business funding, wealth management and insurance continued with aplomb. Concurrently, our traditional manufacturing focus with an emphasis on technical trends, MSME development and awards continued throughout the year. A highlight was reviving the Chamber's signature metals conclave, which also delved into investments in related industries. While our urban infrastructure conclave was a new annual offering, our mega shipping summit brought to board the Chamber's relevance as a strategy leader in infrastructure and allied activities. The basket of programs in HR and IR focused on corporate HR practices and self-development, which were punctuated by the HR Professional Awards and Employability Conclave. We also provided the platform for encouraging joint research with universities in Norway and Australia, while bringing about a major thrust towards recognizing the unsung achievements of entrepreneurs and startups. Enabling and uplifting skills by creating synergies within all stakeholders is yet another continued area of focused work. Our deeper footprints in the realm of legal affairs, workshops on trade, and those with district chambers were hallmarks of a year in which the Chamber had the privilege of interacting with leaders from all walks of life, from the bureaucracy to diplomats, social reformers, and the civil society. This included a program with the civil society in Mumbai, which was webcast live. The programs from the Think Basket brought about the much-needed provocation for the audience to think out of the box with the speakers who have been leaders in their professions. A significant development was the institution of the annual Leadership Lecture Series with iconic personalities who have in their own spheres shaped the progress of our nation. The Chamber has taken a leadership position in strategic thinking in sustainability issues, from discussions on the Paris climate talks to strategizing an energy-climate synergy. The Chamber has traversed a path depicting the future of sustainable energy and indeed livelihoods, an example of which was showcased through our collaborative programs with the US and British missions in the city.
First of all, I would like to thank BCCI for organizing such an important convention on power and renewable source of energy.
The Bengal Chamber ecosystem is deeply immersed in promoting emerging technologies. Our Business Connect sessions for tech companies and their clients, the annual IT quiz bringing together tech students from West Bengal and neighboring states, along with the 7th annual Business IT Conclave focusing this year on cybersecurity, deserve special mention.
I am really delighted to be here to talk on the subject which is gaining so important that every head of the state when comes to India or our head of the state when goes to out of the India, this is one of the subject among many, and this is also talked at the same par with the when you talk about nuclear or strategic issues. So I am grateful to Bengal Chamber of Commerce for inviting me and giving me opportunity to interact with you on this subject.
Our endeavor of bringing the world's products to the doorsteps of the consumers was manifested through the mega international trade fairs organized with our partner GS Marketing Associates, covering industrial and consumer goods to tourism.
We also wanted to stand by all the initiatives of the government which will move into the all-round Bengal development, and therefore we started our tenure by interacting with each one of the principal secretaries of the departments, of the various departments of the Bengal government, and wanted to dive deep into the issues, the problems, the visions, the objectives that that department was carrying out.
Throughout the almost 2 centuries that we have existed, our connect with society has entrenched itself in our operational philosophy. Be it our homage to Gurudev Rabindranath Tagore, or our tribute to mothers whose untiring toils have made their children great achievers of today. Our social and cultural activities have left an indelible mark through programs ranging from the traditional to the contemporary. This social connect stretched beyond culture, and in keeping with the Chamber's overall focus for this year, we embraced relevant discussions on sports. The Chamber also promoted the inaugural edition of the Bengal Celebrity League by playing an exhibition cricket match. The year would have been incomplete had it not been for the Bengal Chamber annual corporate golf, bringing in close to 350 participants and cementing its branding as a must-attend meet for all corporate golfers. The Chamber Secretariat's untiring efforts have made possible a year which was truly a palette of an eclectic mix of a plethora of events and activities, giving a rainbow hue to the evergreen Bengal Chamber. On the employees front, the Bengal Chamber of Commerce and Industry has for the first time ever brought about an insurance coverage for all our employees, which will cover not only themselves but also their family members.
The journey, which can be summed up in one word as an initiative of Bengal resurgence, and now I would really want this entire resurgence to continue and move and become and make Bengal Chamber go national and go global.
For the year 2016-17, we shall look at the Chamber to provide all-round positive beneficial impacts for the business fraternity, the government, and the primary stakeholders, the people at large, through a number of multi-pronged interventions. As regards the future, I look at the Chamber to bolster its position as the most tangibly effective and prestigious chamber in the country, and its path will be charted out by the future successive leadership. On behalf of the Bengal Chamber, I welcome all of you to come actively into our midst and enjoy the Chamber as it moves on in its journey.
I would now like to invite the President of the Chamber, Mr. Ambarish Dasgupta to deliver the President's speech.
Honorable Minister, very respected Consular General Craig, our friend as well, President-designate Mr. Shutanu Ghosh, and very newly elected our very dear Shubhodip on the stage, very respected presidents, past presidents, all the consulate representatives, very beloved management committee members, audience, friends from press, and also my very dear chamber colleagues. I'm really glad to see the turn-up of the audience here today, because the increase that I'm seeing in this year over the previous years, that does indicate that either we have not done anything and you are all here to criticize, or we have really done something which has made us go more closer to your heart. Now, this speech is expected from the outgoing President to give you some anecdotes of what we have done in this year. But I thought that you already have seen the video. Rather than me speaking from a written speech where it is being given that what I have done, which both me and you will be hearing possibly for the first time, so therefore rather why get into that, rather make the speech more on the unfinished things which we could not do, which we wanted but which we could not do. And therefore that starts possibly another journey of the next year, and I will be quite happy to very much speak on the things which I failed to achieve. When I first became, with all your blessings, the Chamber President on 9th of September, I thought that with my capability in 1 year, while I would not be able to do anything meaningful, but why then will I not spend some time to really understand the meaning of this role or the meaning of the Chamber? Because I thought that could be the more meaningful contribution that I can make if we can really understand what a chamber stands for. I just thought that if the chamber gets closed, if we just shut down the chamber, on 10th of September, my first day, if I thought that this chamber would be shut down, will our Honorable Minister be ever sensing any problem in his activities that because of chamber shutdown, I could not do this? The answer was no. Will any of the members out here will ever think, oh, the chamber has got shut down, so how would I survive? The answer possibly was no. Because the Honorable Minister's states plan expenditure will still surpass at 35.5% the previous year. The capital expenditure will cross the previous year still by 61%. State tax revenue will still be doubling. Expenditure in agriculture will still be the highest in the country. Bengal will still continue to be the largest in the power. Highest bank credit will still flow to MSME compared to all other states. We will still continue to produce the highest amount of vegetables. The mortality will, as has decreased from 31 to 27. All these things will still continue. So what is our meaning to the society? What is our meaning to the government? Because for a single day, Nabarno will not realize the chamber has closed. For a single day, consulates will not realize the chamber has closed. For a single day, your office will not get shut down because chambers have closed. And therefore, I wanted to hunt the meaning, that how we could really be much more relevant. Even if the office is not closed, at least some drops of tears will be on your eyes if the chamber gets closed. At least something that we can think of doing. Now on that, I had my meetings and discussions with all the chamber secretariats. We also went and met around 25 principal secretaries of the various departments. Principal chief secretary, additional secretaries. We met number of consulates officers. We met as many as possible industry people. We met individual celebrities. We met many of the private entrepreneurs, SMEs. We just asked for the first 1 month, and we all, from all the chamber people, that where do you want us to come in? How do we matter to your life? How do we matter to the state? What we found out was everybody, right from the government to an individual to a common man with whom we also interacted, everybody wants a solution to his problem. Everybody has a problem in his life. I'm saying business problem, professional problem, not the personal problem of his life. In carrying out his life smoothly, everybody has a problem. Some could be very personalized, some could be very meaningless to the broader society, it could be very much of its own. Problems of Honorable Chief Minister, problems of Honorable Finance Minister could be having a much broader impact on the society. But everybody has a problem, and they want to solve that problem. They want to solve that problem in their own way. They want to solve that problem by consulting many people, and possibly, in some cases, they want to take the advice of the chamber and want to solve the problem through some chamber's help. But the meaning comes from contributing a solution to a problem that a person is holding regardless of the seat he occupies. Everybody wants the solution to a problem. Now therefore we thought that if we really want to take a solution to somebody, to someone, to an individual, be it an honorable minister, be it a banker, be it a consul general, we just have to do something beyond what we possibly have been thinking about or have been used to. And now we felt that while we do number of events, we carry out number of events which definitely serves a strong purpose. Through the events we bring in thoughts, through the thoughts we create wisdom, and through the wisdom we start making them think more. And when they think more, more problems start coming in. And therefore, they create more, they actually start uttering more problems arising out of their knowledge, and therefore the demand is again to solve those problems. It just cannot end in creating my thought, in opening my eyes, and then not trying to solve the problem, which I am grateful to you for even allowing me to think about those problems, because you did that event. But today when I'm thinking about that problem, how would you hold my hands and how would you solve those problems? And therefore we felt that while we continue to do that, while we continue to create the awareness, a deep urge in us needs to be there to really get into the researching, into the creation of the solution, and into also intelligent advocacies. Now when we started that, what happened was we were swamped and flooded with multiple requests from various organizations on multiple areas of advocacy. That could be very relevant only to his organization. It could be very relevant to a broader community. But they were all coming to us with problems which could be either solved by